Welcome to October 2020, the year of crazy. I'm adding to the crazy by doing 2 prompt lists this year. One will be in a traveler's notebook of my own design using Mab's Drawloween Club prompts, and then I will be playing in an already started altered book using prompts from Inktober. In real life, I'm currently recovering from a broken ankle that required screws and plates inserted, so my Halloween challenges will also take on an abandoned, haunted hospital theme also. This is as much planning as I will do ahead of time as I like the paper to dictate any of my projects. So sit back, enjoy the goofiness that will most likely happen, and as always, thank you. Good morning. First of all, I'm catching up on some of my journaling part of this, and I actually took some of my Procreate backgrounds and added some of the wording for the prompts. Instead of journaling them by hand, I did them on the computer in the middle of the night when I didn't sleep, and added them to the pages that I hadn't done in the last 2 days. So the shampoo tarot card got a journal section to it, and I don't want to cover up that order from form for opium writing there. um, so I got that down. Almost made a mistake, but thank goodness this is why I use a glue stick mostly. Um, and then my gargons, or whatever these things are, I just said these were sample of some of the gargons on the outside of the building, of the hospital, and add that one on. And this was, I don't know why I never thought, mainly because I never have my wording uh, ready for me ahead of time. So I don't do this generally on a computer like this, the texting on the computer. But it worked because I was behind this time. And I actually did it for today and tomorrow's. Don't tell anybody. It's Friday here, and I might film Sundays. Oh, those two are the same picture. I just lightened up the opacity on the one. So I'm telling you, I love Procreate. I don't know how to use any other graphic program. And Procreate is very rudimentary, but it's plenty for me. So here's my Bite Me in description of patient 667 or 668's teeth jar. Next to the side of her bed, 668. And there's Dr. Throw. And he has been added to 667's doctor team to remove the fish on the side of her head. Bless her heart. So I'm adding today's prompt, which is hope. And how does hope fit into an abandoned haunted house? I do not know. So I used it as an acronym again, and I spelled half of patients' expectations. So the goal for all the doctors here are to cure half of the expectations of the patients. So don't go in with any high hopes if you have to go to this hospital, because you're only going to get half of your stuff cured. And this is not a commentary on the medical profession. This is just fun Halloween stuff. And I wasn't sure how I was going to do these, but I was just going to put the wording down first. The one for here is Hellhound. Again, I had to look this one up, and it has something to do with demon dogs or demon hounds who are partial to human brains. And I happen to have a picture of a werewolf in a foggy ancient background. So I'm using that today. Pretty much today is like a glue book day. And Dr. Throw is adding hellhounds to his team to remove the brains of patients. So, yeah, nice cheery sentiment. But I inked up the background, and I ended up, or the piece here, and I actually end up distressing the edges a little bit more, so it looks like an old tin type antique vintage picture more. So that's for today's. Now on the Hope one, I actually went in with just a generic picture that came out of a Martha Stewart Living Halloween magazine years ago. And I started to use one side, and it was just a statement on Halloween, basically, is what I was going to put down. But the other side had these creepy birds, ravens. So I decided to put those in because, they to me demonstrated, there's a wrinkle there I'm trying to highlight. They demonstrated half of one's expectations as a patient in my head at the time. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, I had a better night's sleep last night, and I have already had my shower and feeling a little better. Knock on wood, it doesn't hurt quite as bad today, but it's still only 10 o'clock in the morning here. See, that looked creepy to me, and that could be a statement on hope in a Halloween journal. But the back is all ravens and a creepy, misty, foggy, yucky background. So I decided to go with the ravens. And I think they're just decorations on a porch. But, we're going to go with they're the representation of hope, half of a patient's expectations. And I didn't want to cut off the one on the very edge, so I kind of have a little bit of an edge sticking out over the edges of the other pages. And I'm trying to make it as raggedy looking as possible. And I went in with gray pen on some of the white edges and kind of tried to put that white out of the way. So that's it for today. Thank you. Be kind, be safe, and be smart. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.